Hey, what's up? Finally's in tune. How's it going? This is Jack. Good to see you again. Oh boy. Okay. This is the intro to Rain and Flood. Did a great session a couple weeks ago, maybe it's 2 weeks ago, with Nikos for the viola violin stuff. And now we need to tackle the cello on this song. This is Emanuel's page. We've looked at Emanuel before. I did a live stream with him once already. He was great to work with. Had a phenomenal stream, phenomenal session. He did the opening to this song, The Journey Home. It's a little quiet, but you get the idea. I still haven't gone back and fully mixed those tracks yet. I gotta get on that. But what I wanted to do today was I need to get some session materials ready for him. If I go to my browse audio files, you can see I've got part 3, 4 references, but all these reference parts are for the viola violin. I've stripped out the cello parts. What I need to do now is I need to actually make a part 3 and 4, 2, 6, and 1, 5 reference for him specifically. That's just the cello part. But then what I want to do is I want to add in Nikos' viola part, so that way he's got a reference of what Nikos did, so he can follow along with Nikos' part. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the cello does... Let's see if I've got everything here. This was Nikos' part. I don't know if I exported the... Oh, that might have been the high part there. I'm not sure why it's not soloed with it. So I'm going to have to learn a couple things again today, because I don't remember all this. Oh, there's the key change. So this is the verse part, basically. I mean, not luckily, but like I don't think he actually has much to do on the verse part, if I'm not mistaken. Let's listen to this here. Let me just unsolo this and listen to this part, because I think this is just the viola parts. I don't think this has the cello in it. So I need to actually go back into the Rain and Flood session and find the cello parts. Yep. And then this is just cello's part. Yeah, he's no low end, right? So I feel like tomorrow's session with Emanuel is probably going to be pretty, not boring, but like he doesn't have to do nearly as much, I don't think. I don't think he's got to really stack a ton. But let's see. Okay, so let me kill this. I'm just going to do this here. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to go into the actual Rain and Flood session and start stripping out the cello parts that I need. And also I'll look at some of the, look at some of the, I know I thought I exported maybe the cello parts, but I'm not 100% sure what I did now. Okay, so here we definitely have the cellos section for the beginning. And it's got that trill, so he's going to follow Nikos in that trill. Nikos did one trill section, that's with the first viola. So those are in trill together. That might be the hardest thing for Emanuel to do, is to follow Nikos' trill. At the end of the day, maybe it doesn't work out and we can't have it. And that's a fairly high, like, I think for a cello register, I don't think that's the lowest a cello can do by any means. I feel like that's like its next C up. I could be wrong, I don't know for sure. Because there's also this bass part. He won't be able to hit that necessarily. That's wicked low. But it might be nice if he's got a lower, because he should be able to hit a lower, I don't know if this is actually a C to be honest. I can't remember what note this is. He might be able to hit that lower and at least give me something there to where then maybe the fake bass has got to stay in there. But at least I got all this rich real instrument to support it. One of the things about Musiversal, and we can go look real quick, is to see, let me come out of here and we'll go to sessions, or what do? That was fine. Let's go to, I can't, can I book a new session? I can't book a new session. If I book a new session, I have to pay for it, I think is what the deal is. But what we can look at is to see, man, I started the stream a bit too early. Give me 2 seconds. I actually need to, I drank too many Red Bulls before I started and it hit me all of a sudden out of nowhere. So give me just a second. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to, so you can actually listen to the song. Let me crank this up a little bit and take a listen, see what you think. I'll be right back. All right, what do we think so far? I don't think strings come in again until the second half of the verse. The piano here. I should have hired a piano player, but I don't know if I'll get real piano or if they'll just do it on a keyboard, but maybe they have better piano sounds. And then here's the strings. Oh, here's something I'm noticing. So Emanuel's available again in 3 days. What's his schedule like? Could I get him again pretty quickly for anything? Oh yeah, he's open. How is he so open right now? So after tomorrow, I could rebook him pretty quickly for some other stuff. We should look ahead and see what we could book him for, and what I have left to do. I'm surprised his schedule is so open. I wonder if it's because the month has turned over and more people have left the program, and so a lot more of these guys have become available. See if we can filter by strings. Let's do double bass. So there's only 3 artists that do double bass, and I don't think any of them actually do bowed double bass. I think all the double bass I've ever seen them do, you can see his studio tour. So we got electric fretless, electric bass, double bass. So if we listen to his double bass tracks, it's probably really loud. it's fingered. We'll keep listening and see if he does anything with the bow, but it might just be something you have to ask. I don't know if I can send him a message and ask him. Yeah, so that was it there. Oh, there you go, right there. It does not offer bowing, low B or C extension for double A's. Okay, good to know. There you go. And then we'll go to Bruno. Does he say the same thing? Let's listen to his double bass. Same thing. So he doesn't have the notes like that. But again, most of his content here is... Oh! There's a bowed double bass. Hey! Okay. God, it seems silly to book someone on double bass for something that basic. Gosh, and he's not available until the 16th. Looking at the calendar here. Next, a week from now. I mean, yeah, that's how Musiversal's been. For better, for worse. Like, it's hard to book guys. But yeah, so we could get him on the 16th. Might be worth it. I don't know. Do I want to burn a slot just to have him do a super basic bass part? And then this guy's available in 17 days. Let's see if he's got any double bass stuff with the bowed. Or no, just play it. Any bowed work? Nope, nothing bowed there. So not sure if he does bowed as well or not. I'm curious on his electric 4 string. Let's see what he's got. There it is. Was that not you could have a big dipper and you could have a steam tie around the base. I think that's what that was. I don't know, I could be wrong. Series 5 string. Man, these guys are underutilized. Come on. It sounds fine. But boy, these are... Come on, give me some good fretless. That's a little better, a little styly. In his bio it says the Minnesota Orchestra and Sears Craftsman Tools. Did he do work specifically for Sears Craftsman Tools? Like some bass stuff? I'm confused. These include Sarah Groves, Charlie Peacock, Caitlin Smith, Jars of Clay, Rebecca St. James, Jason Gray, Nerd D, Minnesota Orchestra, and Sears Craftsman Tools. Huh. All right, so basically Bruno was kind of our only option, I think, there. He did double bowed bass, right? Is that it, Bruno? So I'm going to keep that tab open because after tomorrow's session that I have, maybe we'll pick up the bowed bass there. But regardless, I got this thing for Emanuel tomorrow. My next session after that is on July 8th with Jean-Philippe de Passos, doing back to violin. I couldn't get Nikos until the end of the month, unfortunately. And we're going to tackle Existence is Flawed. That's this one. And this song is screaming for some beautiful violin. I think it's going to be a lot more sparse, a lot more solo-y lead violin type stuff, whatever. And I need to go back to this song. And I think there's 2 sections it happens. I think it happens in the second verse, and then I think there's a big section during the guitar solo when the key change happens, that a big string section comes in underneath the guitar. And I think that that part's going to be really cool to have these guys on and see if I can get him to build a big stack layer. I would have preferred Nikos just because I've worked with Nikos and I know Nikos can pull it off. If for some reason Jean-Philippe de Passos can't do the big stack, then, you know, I'll change my Nikos session to basically just do Existence is Flawed instead, which will burn what I need to do with Jean-Philippe. Maybe I'll have both ready. I don't know. I don't know what the right move is there. It's like... in my head, it makes more sense to have Jean-Philippe do the Existence is Flawed because new track, as opposed to have Jean-Philippe tack on his sound into Rain and Flood, even though the rest of Rain and Flood that I need is in the second section. I'd rather have Nikos go ahead and finish Rain and Flood. At the same time, I feel like it's a waste to have. Well, it's not a waste, but anyway, what I've got with him is I've got booked a 60-minute session. So I have an hour with Jean-Philippe to try and tackle Existence is Flawed. So hopefully that gives us plenty of time to really make that song cool. I just need to really do my due diligence and go through it. Anyway, let's get back to the task at hand, getting things prepped for Emanuel here. So Rain and Flood, and we need to find the cello parts. So basically all I've got for him is that, and I think this. Guys, this is so silly. That's it. I'm pretty sure the rest of the string stuff that happens in this song, because this is the big synth down below it. Yeah. That's kind of giving me the electric light orchestra feel, mixing that synth with the strings. And then we have this section here, but I'm almost fairly certain that this section is all violins. Maybe I'll have him do a passive cello, but I don't think so, though, because like the low end's kind of already filled out by the other instruments and stuff. And that's the section I actually need Nikos to. That's crazy. I'm having Nikos for a full session just to do that section right there. Unfortunate. I almost feel like we need to write something else to utilize these guys. It's unfortunate we couldn't just finish that out. It's just 4 tracks, most simple part. But unfortunately, we just didn't get there during Nikos' first session. I really should have booked him for 90 minutes. What else do we have here? I mean, that's it. That's it. I don't know where else I would use these guys. Like, the back half of the song is so just upbeat. Like we're in this territory. If anything, I need to record more banjo. I don't know where I would use the strings here, except maybe at the oh man, maybe at the end. Hang on. No. So maybe I could have him come back in. I mean, like if I'm booking Nikos and I'm booking, I just can't imagine the cello fitting there. I think the cello is gonna be way too thick. I really think I'm booking the cello just for this opening part, which sucks because Emanuel is so good, and I feel like he's better than just doing this opening section. I just want to think where I could tack him on. But this is all we needed, so I don't know. Let's, real quick, let me just see if I've already exported these parts, because I do think I did a big export of a lot of this stuff, and I just don't remember exactly. So Grand Kitten, and in my backtracks to, was it in the back? Oh man. It was a minute ago that I exported this stuff. Did we do a Rain and Flood strings recording? Here we go. Okay, so this is my group. This is first viola violin, Rain and Flood full track, section 1, 5 grouped. This is MIDI grouped. Oh yeah, so I was able to grab everything and export the MIDI as MIDI grouped stuff. I think all I need to do really, there's a cello part MIDI, the bass part MIDI. But oh yeah, and the reason I didn't do this was because I could only export certain things at a time. So what if we did this? Give me 2 seconds. Can I group all this together so it's not so many gosh dang tracks anymore here? I've never grouped MIDI tracks together. Am I going to screw myself with this? Create a track stack, folder stack. That's obnoxious. Cool. This is strings, all strings, all strings. If I do that, cool, then I get everything back. Great. Now this thing isn't so crazy anymore. I guess I could create a banjo stack. You see how many banjo tracks I have down here? This is ridiculous. So we've got these vocal stacks here. I've got acoustic guitar that doesn't exist anymore. I've got banjo that doesn't exist. God, I really need to clean up this session. Back to the top. That's not cellos anymore. This is, I need to rename these as well. That's obnoxious, but okay. So what I'd like to maybe try to do real quick is underneath the string section, let's do a command new and let's do an audio. The input doesn't matter. 0 on that. And I want to, I've never actually gone back and grabbed my session stuff from Nikos. I don't think I did anyway. Download files. Downloading files, great. We'll call it, Rain and Flood, Nikos. I just need this first part here. And we're going to finally unpack Nikos' stuff and add them to the track so that I can export them for the cello section tomorrow. Go into my downloads, great. Good. Amazing working with Nikos. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 will book again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words. And excellent, kind words. Excellent performance. Great sound. Perfect sound. And coaching me through stuff I was not sure about. Submit. Coaching me through stuff I was not sure about. Submit. I think that's good. I probably should do that for other people. Okay, downloaded files. Pop back over here, and this is going to get crazy probably, but command new. Downloads. Okay, Rain and Flood. Unpack this. Great. So, oh boy, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna. I wonder if I should actually take this into a whole new session, unpack it, and then bring it in as one mixed piece, or should I try to actually add all of these to this same session? Because that could get pretty hairy pretty quick, I feel like. Let's do this instead. I'm gonna delete this track, come all the way to the bottom, and then let's just start adding them in from the bottom, and then I'll track stack this. Can I just do this and see what happens? Bring it all in, please. Create new tracks, right? Yeah, that's what we want. I don't care about that stuff because it should do what I want it to do. Really? Are you kidding me right now? Did you really just... Why is it doing this? Command A. This. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom. Why is it making them so big? Okay. So I grabbed them all, and then hopefully if we shrink them all down, they'll all shrink down together. No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to do this one by one? What is my logic session doing? Someone help me out in the chat. Help me out. What is my logic session doing where it's like not normalizing the size? How to set all of my... I know that does that, but like I need all of the new tracks to not be so dumb. I can't do that either. So if I do this and I do this, I might really have to do this individually. There's got to be a way to do this not individually, right? Surely. All right, fine. This is silly. Can I double tap on it? Can I do this? Can I do anything to get that not to do that? Right, I can't right click. Is there a view function? Hide, assign color, create track stack, delete track, rename track, duplicate, no existing. There's not like a man. And there's the zoom, yeah, the zoom function is the opposite of what I want. This sucks, but whatever. I like how they all came in just right channel stacked. But this should be an easy, once I get this done, it shouldn't take too long to mix this all through. I hope Emanuel is down for the challenge of playing to Nico's tracks. Here's what I need Musiversal to do is I need music. Well, you know, it's interesting. They have an orchestra option. I now wonder if the orchestra option is actually just being able to book a couple different guys in the same session at the same time. Because, man, it'd be super cool if I could book Nikos and Emanuel at the same time. Granted, yeah, and then they could just... would that work? Jam out together? Yeah. I mean, they would still have to stack. But if I could do like a 90... burn all 4 of my sessions open at the same time by doing a 60-minute 2-person session. I mean, honestly, that'd be more efficient. It would honestly be far more efficient because then I could rebook and I'm not waiting for like the next guy and stuff. This whole waiting for like the sessions to end to book the next session. And then you got to be on it. Like I got to be ready for, as soon as it's done. Like you can't rest on it. You've got to be ready for booking the next session like immediately, or else you're just wasting time with your money you put in, you know. Boy, this is tedious, huh? Like, why is there not... someone tell me. Look it up. Find it. Is there a way in Logic to basically, like, highlight all the tracks I want to highlight and then resize them all accordingly so they're all even? Because this is a tedious process. This is not what I want to be doing in a live stream. Okay. They're in the ballpark. Great. All right, so we've got viola 2, take 1. And I think the idea here is we do take 1 centered, take 2, and then take 3 is over here. Viola take 1. So this is 1. Sorry, this is 2. Sorry. This is 1, 0. This goes here. And, oh wait, that's take, oh yeah, take 1, take 2, take 3. So this is viola. I think this would be, oh shoot. Okay, now I'm getting lost. I just messed that up. So this is viola, take 1, take 2, take 3. These should go above like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, viola 3, 1, 2, 3. This goes 0. This goes like that. 4, 0. This goes like that. 5, 0. This goes like that. Then we have violin 1. This goes 0. And this goes like that. I don't think I'm going to leave all those like that. But for now, this is what's happening. Via 2. So this is the second part, it looks like. Yeah, I think all these are second parts. So 0. Oh, wait, that's take 2, sorry. So what he said was basically center and then hard left and right. LCR. That's how he said it. Take 1, take 2, take 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is take 3. Wait, am I missing a take? This is via take 1, via take 2, via 2, 1, via 2, 3. Maybe, oh, maybe this is 1. Yeah, if there's only 3 tracks, he says to do left and right. So these would go like this. If there's 1, 2, 3 takes, then it's left, right, center. So that makes more sense. Then we have via to, this is 0. And then we have 1, and we have 2, 2 and 3. Then we have a 1 and 2 again. So that would be 1, 2. Oh, that's, nope, sorry. This is a 3 take. 1, 2, 3. And then another 1, 2, 3. So it's just the 1 that's the stereo, basically. And that's the 1 that's the double. All right, let's group these, because this is crazy. Create a track stack. It's a folder. Perfect. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing this? I gotta look this up. Anytime I'm adding a new track, it's just like making it the largest size possible. Okay, let's solo just this. go ahead and send them all to, I don't think I need them to go stereo. We're just going to send them all to a bus. I'm going to send them to their own bus. So go to 8. And then an 8, I don't know, we'll see what kind of settings we have. Legacy, logic settings, we'll go spaces, medium spaces, large spaces, medium spaces, large spaces, halls, dark concert hall, why not? I saw a strings call though. Wait, some additional content's needed to download? What content's needed to what content do I not have that's not downloaded? What the actual fuck did you just download? What was not downloaded? Concert Hall B, really? From top. Okay, I don't think Dark Concert Hall is what I'm looking for. Legacy, spaces, large spaces, halls, splendid verb, dream hall, strings hall. Let's try a strings hall from the top. Pretty close. Let's add my synth track in here maybe and see if that lines up with the synth track. Pretty close. Something's off though, I feel. Okay, the whole thing needs to come back a little bit. You see that? I need that first hit to start right on the 1. So I think if we take all of this and we do 1 and we bring it back 1, that should be closer. It might be a little. I might pull it back too far, but. And then I think I just pull these up a little bit because I think these should really start on the beats. And I feel like, or is it too far? Like, is it too far up now? It's like it's happening too late. Wow. Cool. Yeah, I get it. Like, I've got too many things happening, I know. Wait, what just happened there? Okay. Pull this back further. I almost feel like it could get pulled back even further. No, I think that was the wrong move. We'll come back up like this. Maybe I took this all too far. I don't know. Command Z, Command Z. Gosh, dang it. I'm going to keep getting this recovery mode thing or whatever because I've just got too much happening now. This sucks. Command Z, Command Z. The Space Designer is not working for me, by the way. Let's kill the Space Designer, no plugin, and I'm going to go with a chroma verb, I believe. Actually, let's look and just see what I had before, honestly, right? That probably makes more sense. Let's unsolo everything. Let's solo this up here, and let's look and see what we have going on here. So are these sent to a bus or anything? Yes, they are sent to a... but there's nothing happening. Oh, they're sent to bus 3 and bus 4. So bus 4 has space and Q, and bus 3... What is bus 3? Space Designer. Space Designer. God, this sucks. And same thing, they all basically are bus 3, bus 4. I probably need to go ahead and do the panning like I have on all these. So it's like 1, 2, the 2 leads are just spread out. This is here, 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 and then the cellos are center, obviously. Same thing here, spread, 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 spread. Oh, and this one, the top, the very high ones in the center, cello center, bass is center, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4 spread, and then the one high. Interesting. So the the tweaking one at the beginning actually isn't centered. It's over here, or it should be over here. If I solo just that. Yeah, it's over here. Let's mimic that. Let's try and actually just get that down. Let's see if I can actually put these next to each other too, because right now this is obnoxious having them all separated like this. Real strings like that. Bring this up. Cool. Real strings it is. And now we can figure out where stuff lands and doesn't land properly. First things first, I'm going to send all of these back to the stereo, not bus 8, so output, stereo output, and we're going to just add the sends in. So we got bus 3 and bus 4, and they'll all get the same amount somewhere in that neighborhood. I wish I could actually see. So right now we're at 13 and 14 basically. If we go back to here and see what this setting is, so it's 12 and 17/8 basically. 12, 17/8. Grab all these again. This, and we'll do 12 and 17/8. Somewhere in there. Okay, so now we solo, no, we don't solo that, we want to solo just the section. Okay, so first things first, let's unsolo this and let's take it one by one. Not like that. Oh, I gotta just do like that. Okay, let's unsolo, solo this. That's take 3, so then take 2, so if we do like this, take 4-1 here, that, and 5 will be right up the middle, and it should just be those 5. Okay, let's do that, and we'll solo this section again. Real quick, let me look at these. So this is 25, 23, 20, 16. Interesting. So actually, I was wrong on that. This is 25, 23, 20, 16. 25, 23, 20, 16. 25, 23, 20, 16. So let's do 25, 23. It actually gets close, so it gets closer. And this is 20, and then 16. These are probably arbitrary choices, but you know. I almost wonder if what needs to happen is this section of stuff, the first section needs to get bumped forward just a little bit. Can I not grab all these? There we go. Oh wow, I have to do it one at a time, really? fine. Let's just do this. Cool. Do I have them all now? Yes. Man, it's hard to say. Because let's listen to this strings. It might just be that the low end's not there. Actually, and let's do that. Let's add the low end back in, right? So we can keep the, let's just mute all of the high parts. So mute, and we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mute, and we'll keep the cellos and the bass from the original one. Cool. Hide that. If we go from the top. It's better with the bass, yeah. And if we add this back in, that doesn't go there. So this is behind, is that what I'm hearing? Okay, so this needs to get bumped up quite a bit, is what I'm guessing. Maybe like this? Hopefully that's not too far forward. Better. Okay. And maybe just a tiny bit more. Just to be safe. Try that. And then maybe what we could do, because not all these are perfectly lined up, and that's okay. Some of them kind of really stop early, maybe, like these two here. So like those get bumped up a little bit. Does that mess anything up? Better. Cool, yeah, those last couple were just kind of out. And then what we need to do next is this section here. I need to spread them as if like just like these were. So let's look at those again. So yeah, these are just opposite. These are 9, -9, and +8. Then our next pair are 19 and 25, and then 26 and 25. Interesting choice there. Those must have been the lows and the highs, but we'll just mimic that across, right? So it's like 9, 9, 19. That probably should just be 19 as well. 26, 25, 25, 25. So 9, 19, 25. 9, 19, 29. Maybe. Okay, bound down to here. So this would be... Yeah, this is our next section. So 9, 9. Let's unsolo things so I can hear what this is. Okay. Where's my other high part? I feel like I'm missing a part. This is the high part. Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. So this actually would be underneath that section. That's why this is weird. So we take this up above via 2 take 1, right there. Cool. There's our 2 lead sections, and this gets the -8 or -9, -10 is fine. So these two together, better. Okay, there's those together, and then this is probably at 25. Let's see. This is a take 1 and a take 2. Right, those, oh, well, that was dumb of me. These actually need to be like that. And then these are both like that. Then this is the first. This is a 19. Right, 1, 2, 3, and this is also a 19. Maybe these should be, well, no, we'll leave these at 19s, and then my 2 big low ones will be the 25s, I think. I feel like I'm missing something. I know we cheated a little bit to get there, but so this should be a 9. That like 21's fine. If I hear these together. And then bring in my other lead again. There it is. Yeah. Cool. I think we can chop right there so we don't get his computer sound. Command T, and we'll just mute all that. Command mute. And then if we bring everything back in to get that fuller sound, I'm hoping that this panning trick I've done now works, where I've panned the main one and then everything else is just LCR, but that's better, yeah. Cool, and that got rid of that. And then I think on this section too, probably cut right here would be my guess. Command T, Control Mute, and then we can mute and unmute all the strings and listen to this part as well. Or actually, I think we can just leave it all together now. Unmute this, and basically we still have solo things, and yeah, all we have is the cellos and those parts. Cool. So here's from the top. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. Something felt wrong there. I'm not sure what. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to take out all of the doubles. Sacrilege, I know, because these are so cool that he did these, but I'm not 100% sure on the, well, that should have been panned like that anyway. Mute, we'll leave these. This is, oh, look at that, and these are messed up, right? That's the via take 1, this is the via take 2, so this should actually be like this. These are the via 2 take 2s. And we're going to go, what are we taking this to? Let's go 45, or 40. 40 as well here. Cool. Those are both 40s now. There's the take 3, then we'll mute these 2, and then there's the take 4, and I'll mute these 2. Let's see, this is going to be a lot thinner sounding, but that's how I recorded it originally. Not as cool. Okay, never mind. Gotta leave those in there. But I did fix some panning stuff, so It might just be some volume things I gotta work with. That's it. That's all we accomplished that day, unfortunately. So then here's the real question, just for my own sanity. Here's the originals. Actually, we can listen to the originals without doing this. We can just push the button here. The guitar is more present here, so I think maybe the okay, then here's a new version.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What I want to try to do real quick is just make sure the leads are the hot ones, and then I might bring these down just a tad, and I might bring these down just a tad, and I might bring these down just a tad.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bring the first half up just a little bit and get rid of his squeals. So I think if we do, let's try this like this. I'm going to cut off this opening just a little bit, just so we're not getting that little bit of first note in there that we were hearing before. I think this just goes down to take 5, right? Like that. Command T, Control, nope. I'm going to Control Mute this side. Jesus Christ. Here we go. And, oh. Okay, Control Mute. Dang it. Okay. Control Mute those. Better. It's just, I think it's probably just his first one, more than likely, but.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Much better. That sounds so much better. Boy, I really wish we could have finished off the verse part when he was here. The thing I'm noticing is the difference between, like, it's way more powerful. Okay, cool, much better. All right, so now let's get to our goal of actually getting this stuff prepped for our friend Emanuel. I think I just need to basically highlight this section and export it as a track. I think that's all I got to do. So let's do this. And I think if I just do this and I do bounce, it'll just bounce that section for me. Let's do an MP3 as well. Okay, and this is Nico's intro. So we'll do this in, I have a folder, I think. Grand Kitten, album 2, RAS string recordings, setup for cello. So we'll export this as Nico's intro parts. That's all I have. I mean, that's it. This is the only section he's doing. This is so crazy. Running a whole session just for this. Waited a week and a half just so I could get the cello replaced. All right, let's see if that's in there and that worked. RF recordings, set up for cello, and let's listen to just this. Cool. All right, so that's great. That gives him the reference point of just strings, no cello in it. So then what we want to do is I think I just want to give him the reference of the whole thing, basically, of just that intro section. If I bounce this and I've highlighted this, I wonder if it'll just give me that, and that'd be really nice. Because we just need to get to the point after this, which goes to there, it looks like. Let's just bounce this and see what happens. Hopefully this is the entire reference track with the cellos in there. And then I gotta bounce the cellos by themselves, basically. So we'll do okay on this. This is full reference, reference, opening, full reference, yeah, opening. I don't know if that, fingers crossed, I get the full reference opening. We'll check the MP3. Yeah, cellos are there. And the bass. Cool, that's all he needs from that. And then let's do a version, same thing. I want the same section, but this time without the cello. We'll leave the synth and the drums and whatever else, the guitar, I guess. So we'll kill the cello and the bass, and we'll kill the cello, and we'll do another one. This will be full reference, no cello, no cello, no cello. So this is what he could play along to, hypothetically, if he wanted to hear the full thing altogether. Let's take a listen to that. I wish so bad I could do Mongolian throat singing. I mean, it's crazy how full it still sounds without the cello in there, but it is just one cello track, so not a big deal. Okay, what next? I'm gonna go ahead and leave that, and I think now I need to specifically solo the cello part. So we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this, so he can hear what he's supposed to play, And we'll go ahead and do this same thing where I kind of grab, let's just do like this, right? Oh no, like this. So that way it knows what section I want. And hopefully when I export this, this is just the cello and the bass. So now this, cello, bass only. Or it's just a cello and upright only, and we can rename it. Cool. Cello, bass only. Listen to that. It's interesting that that cello is one track, but because I'm using the cellos plus, it kind of like mimics a couple cellos, it sounds like, is what I'm hearing. Whereas that's definitely one cello, right? And sounds very fake. I'm very excited to have Emanuel. It's so crazy because it's so buried that I don't think you can really notice it. But I think it's worth it to have the real thing, even though this is gonna be a very short, small session. Like this is literally always gonna record tomorrow in this session, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's the cellos part. And then I think all I have left to do is if I just take these and I export these as a MIDI, I think that would work. So what I do, export as MIDI file, just these three. And then I would go to the same place I am right now, set up for cello, and this is cello, bass, MIDI, cello, and bass, MIDI parts. Cello, bass, MIDI, cello, bass, MIDI, cello, and bass, intro, MIDI. Did that just do it? Probably, because it's not like there's much there. Yeah, MIDI.MIDI, cool. There's not, yeah, that's what it is. And then just in case, I'm going to export this as its own thing. Export as MIDI file, cello, MIDI, part 2, just to have it. And then what I want to do just for fun is I want to go ahead and bring up the notes of this. And then he said go to view, and then view mode, and then page view. And then export this as a PDF. So file, export, score as music, score as XML. Let me go find, I wish I could remember the clip. Give me 2 seconds because I recorded on my phone. I don't know what part of the video it is, but I'd love to go reference this. I need to post this as its own clip because he had some great tips for me while I was playing on my thing with Nikos. So give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I saved it as a screen recording. Maybe it's this here. Fingers crossed. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. This might be it. Here we go. I wish I could show you this at the same time.
It's actually
we'll follow along.
very time saving if you, before the session, if I don't know what kind of DAW are you using.
I'm in Logic.
If you go to score editor
Score editor.
and then using
I'm in Logic.
very time saving if you, before the session, if I don't know what kind of DAW are you using.
I'm in Logic. So it goes to he goes to view, or no, it goes to window, and then score editor. Oh, so he opens it in a new page. 2 seconds.
View.
Then page view. Yep. So hang on. Let's just do it like he did it. So he went to window, and then he said open score editor. Cool. So it looks like it opens it up in its own thing, whatever. And then he goes to view, and he goes to view modes and page view. Is that what he's doing? View mode and page view. Yep. So let's go to page view. Cool. That's a small page because not much going on.
Oh. And then if you kind of export that as
Got
PDF.
it. Dang. Okay. So how he didn't actually show this part of how to export it as a PDF. I mean, honestly, we could just do a screenshot and then turn it into a PDF, but is there a way to edit Is there an export function in here? Functions, MIDI transform, quantize, delete MIDI events, note event, copy MIDI events, view, layouts, MIDI meaning, chords, MIDI meaning, extend, clef, saboteur, show staffs, reset line layouts. Well, if you know how to export this as a PDF, that could be cool. Export, selection, MIDI, track, audio track, project, score as music XML. That's the only thing I could find was score as XML. I say let's just maybe there's a way to do this, but we can also just go Shift Command 4 and do this, and there's our thing. And then if we open in preview, file, export as PDF, Rain and Flood Cello Part 2. And sort of cello and that. Cool. So there's that. I don't know if that's the way to go or not, but do you want to keep this new document? Delete. I don't care. If I play in here, does it play along? Oh, it does, yeah. See, I don't know if this is actually helpful, because that felt weird. That slide down there felt weird, and that's probably because I have overlapping elements inside of my cello, and maybe that's like what they talked about where you need to quantize, so you don't have overlaps, but I don't. Oh, right there, look at that. So is that an overlap where the note, let me just look at it, right? So if we put this here, and then we go into our score editor, yeah, it almost sees that as like as a slide down where these are tied together. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, real quick, let's mess with it real quick and just see if I can so if I pull this back a little bit so it's not overlapping with it, then what happens? Note value. Yeah, it's still there like that, right? Pull back just a little bit more. No overlap now. Put this to here. Go to note. Interesting that it still shows it like that, right? How do I bring my playhead back? And then also make sure I'm on the right part. If I click away from it, then I click back to it. Cool. What makes the thing go across the bottom like that, where it connects? I don't know. It's weird. None of that probably actually makes sense or actually translates. And that's what we talked about with quantizing the notes, but I don't want to quantize the notes. You can actually see that my notes aren't on exactly the, well, I take it back, are they? Yeah, see, this is like right before the beat a little bit. This is definitely in a different place. Like, none of these are exactly on the beat because we're not writing music to the goddamn beat. I mean, we are, but, you know, we're a little flexible. Like, look at where that happens. I guess it's not crazy, right? This is happening on the third of the measure. That's on the first of the measure. That's on the third of the measure. This is a little bit before it. And I think that's because it needs to. It's jumping into that specific spot, whatever. Anyway, I think he'll be fine without this. I'm going to put that in there. Anyway, so we've got our materials now, I think. Let's go back to our session and let's upload our materials for this session now. So if I go to Emanuel and we want to go here, I want to add a written material. So we'll go ahead and upload that PDF thing that I just made. So if I go to my setup for cello, and we'll add in this thing. Oh gosh, are you kidding me? You couldn't rotate that? Are you seriously? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so dumb. Open with preview. Rotate, please. Rotate. And save. Close out. Cool. Now wow, that was amazing. Thank you, PDF. So cool. We'll open that. And that way he's got a written material. PDF. Add file to session. Okay, then we need to add some audio files, browse files, and we need to upload some new files. So basically, I think we can just upload all of this. This full reference, Nico's intro parts, open. Uploading 6 files, cool. It's nice that you can upload like all your files at the same time. So I can prep everything and then come in here and then like, you know, upload all those files at the same time. Very nice. There's a lot of work for a 30-minute session with a tiny little part. Okay, so then I want full reference no cello, cello MIDI part 2, cello and bass intro, cello bass only, full reference Nico part. I can only have 7 files, I believe. Or 6, I can't remember exactly. Oh, 7 of 7, yeah. So Rain and Flood full track. I probably should do a new version of the track, but add files to session. Full reference opening. Nico's intro part. Cello bass only. There's the MIDI parts, and then full reference no cello. Add sessions to file. Just take a listen. So this is the full reference. No cellos though. So it's kind of the same as Nico's parts, except it'll have the synth and the guitar in the second part. Yeah, having that bass hit on the synth part really glues those two sections together, I think. And then here's just the cello and bass. I think the part that's going to be messed up is probably the cello MIDI. And so I need to actually open these MIDI tracks in a new project just to make sure that they translate correctly. Because when I did this the first time with Nikos, those parts did not translate for some reason. Something was super weird about them. God, that's such a hard transition without that bass note in there. Okay, cool. And then full reference opening. Oh yeah, that's with the other parts in them, basically. Cool, and then just Nico's parts, and that's basically the same as the full reference at the beginning, but then it has just him in the back half. Which I think is smart, because if he wants to follow along with just that, he can, but who knows. And then here's a full track. Yeah, it's fine. I should rename that, though. Can I rename that? Can I rename that in here? Browse files. Can I rename files in here? This? I guess I can't. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So he's got the audio files. He's got the written materials. Looking forward to working with you again. Looking forward to working with you again. This song is just the opening 30 seconds. 30 seconds. This song is just the opening 30 seconds that need strings. I worked with Nikos on viola and violin. His parts are included. Hoping the MIDI file helps. We're working again. The song's just the opening 30 seconds and needs strings. I work with Nikos on his violin and viola. His parts are included. His parts are included. I mean, that's basically it. I don't know what else I want to say before that. Cool. I feel pretty good about this song being mostly set up at this point. Is there anything else I need to add? I feel like there's one more thing. Oh, I need to actually check and make sure that these parts actually work. So I think this session is good. Yeah. So just looking forward to replacing those cello and bass parts that I have there now. The bass part might not be able to get taken out. I don't know. But this sounds pretty good. I'm excited to get real drums in this song. Cool. Save. And also I got a vocal section on this to record still. Okay, let's open up a new track real quick. Rain and Flood Mid Strings MIDI would work. And close this. And basically, just in the same way that I did here, I need to add in those new MIDI parts that I just made to make sure that they actually work correctly. So if I do the cello MIDI part, cello, let's see this part, cello bass only. This should be both sections of both. They'll come, oh, that's not what I wanted at all. I need the MIDI right here, cello and bass intro MIDI. Pop that in right there, and we'll see what happens. Nope, on tempo import. So it has both parts. Does it sound correct? Does work. And they're doing the slide up thing. Does this work? What didn't work before was this section was always screwed up. So yeah, it looks like the MIDI is probably a little bit off, but since it's just the one cello part and he's probably gonna be following Nikos anyway, like I don't know if it's that important. So I'm gonna leave it as it is because that worked when I brought it in. If he brings it in, it'll do the same thing, except his MIDI here will be just a little bit off. But again, like this is a simple part, so I'm not gonna overcorrect it like crazy right now. And I probably did it like that way on purpose because the way the cello slides in on this synth, it might have felt a little in front or behind the viola if I put it right on the beat with the violin and the viola. Something about the attack of the cello versus the attack at the string of the violin. The violin has a faster attack than I feel like the cello has, and I probably put the cello just in front just a little bit, whereas when you hear it as a piano note, it sounds like it's clearly because they're hitting at the exact same time. But I probably did that intentionally, I'm not going to lie. But who knows, maybe not. Maybe it was very sloppy. Anyway, I think that's good enough for now. I can kill this. And that completes setting up our session for Emanuel. So that's awesome. Let's look at our next session after that. This is with Jean-Philippe Despasos on Existence is Flawed. So let's open up Existence is Flawed and see if we can knock out this one as well while we're here. God, this is time consuming. Rain and Flood album, Surveillance of Jesus Christ, Alpha Oblivion, Life or Suffering, Alpha Oblivion. Nope, gotta find it. So open. And we need to go to Music and Logic and Existence is Flawed, or it's VGK, Existence is Flawed. Here it is, right here. Cool. Open and close. And this shouldn't take too much because I think the string, there's two sections of strings that I need to piece out. So, ooh, and I think it has cello, at least on the back half. Can we sneak this in with his part tomorrow? Dude, we might have to do that. Hang on a second. I'm going to cheat the system. You're only supposed to do one song at a time, but it's like, cool. Can you do a section for me, maybe? Yeah, I have this like full string section here. So I've got, look at this. It's only, this is it. This is it for like strings. Let's take a listen. I don't know why everything in here is brown like that, but let's do this. That's it. So that's the first part. And then on the back half, we get this. Wow, that was so poorly done. Why is that so poorly done? Let's listen to it just on its own again. Let me hear just the top part, maybe. So this is the. Why I made the choice to do that, I have no clue. Like, I imagine in context of the full song, it will sound correct. Let's listen to it in context with the full song. You ready? It's messy for sure. I don't know how I want to tackle this, to be honest. I definitely think having this as being real is going to be so much better, but I don't know where to begin. Let's listen to just this part down here. Oh yeah, this is what I need to have. Why is that a viola, by the way? That should be a cello. Oh, because that. I wonder if that should be a little bit longer. Maybe I'd tell the difference. It'd be nice if someone did like a nice whang along with it. I can't decide what to do with this. Should I have Emanuel try to do some of this tomorrow, or because I don't think this is going to be up. John, I totally effed up. I need to think about this one because I actually think I need to switch sessions now. I feel like I need to have, but man, I booked John Philippe for a much longer session, but he's not going to have the instrumental range. Surely he doesn't do viola, right? He doesn't show his instruments, I don't think. His work is phenomenal. He has electric violin and regular violin. Let's hear his electric violin. Or not. Does that not work? Yeah, his violin comes in through fine. Explore all the musical talents awaiting you. Glimpse of a session. I don't know if I looked at his. I know I did. Yeah. Oh yeah. This guy was crazy good. But yeah, I'm nervous because I just feel like what I need for existence.
Most of my time studying and producing my content.
That is what it is.
This is my microphone. The warm audio double A47 Junior. This is my interface, the Apollo Twin. This is Safira, my partner. So here we have my laptop. This is a MacBook Pro from 2015, and now I work with Logic Pro. This is my main violin, made in 1741 by Andrea Castagneri. It's a very old instrument. It has a very sweet and warm sound.
That piece he was doing in the background was really cool. Yeah, amazing work. I feel like I'm going to underutilize him, and also that the stuff I have here is not in his main range. Like, I think this is... So he'll definitely have to I would imagine that this is a matter of following the acoustic guitar. Let's look and find the acoustic guitar, maybe. Why'd that go away? Sure. Let's try from here. I can see that last note following that better. I might see if I want to suggest that on that part or whatever. Then if we listen to this part along with this. I think that's all cello. I don't think it's violas at all. I think this is all cello here. The question is, why didn't I have it be cello? Give me 2 seconds. Let me change this patch out. Maybe this patch is cellos. No, it's definitely violas. I don't know what I was doing here. I'm curious to just change this out and make this a cellos patch. If I bring this down here like this, and maybe I checked this already, I don't know. And then we go to cellos instead. And let's see what that sounds like. I can see that second section there being a viola specifically, with the violin under it supporting it. This is sloppily done, Jack. Like, let's listen now to this with the high strings. So now if I wonder if I double this, man, this is getting messy real quick. If I cut this and we bring this up here like this, what does that do? For leaving violas as well. So that's what it sounds like as cellos. Might be a little high. I definitely think that's too low for a violin. I need Nico's viola just for this part. Oh, this is frustrating. I need Nikos to do this song. I need Jean-Philippe to do the rest of Rain and Flood. I need Jean-Philippe to just be a 30-minute session. I need Nikos to be a 60-minute session. And I need Emanuel's 1 session to do Rain and Flood and Existence is Flawed. Oh, Musiversal, help me out. It's my fault for writing a bunch of dumb parts. Once again, let's hear this as cellos. You know, I wonder if I'm just going to try it. I want to drop this down an octave and just see what happens. So this is currently on the F sharp. Let's bring this down to the F sharp below here. Right, and then we'd leave, so then I control mute this, solo this, so we'd end up with this. I think let's go ahead and bring this out as well, just seems silly. Gotta be careful with that section. Let's see what that sounds like altogether. Let's have it go down. Okay, now I want to see if we take this, let's put it up with the violin section here, whatever. Let's mute this real quick, or let's just mute the cello viola section. Let's actually take this to the next highest register, so it's actually more in the violin range. And just see if we can... Okay, then let's mute that and let's hear it just as the cello again. Then let's hear it as the viola. Yeah, immediately. There's a reason I did these things. The viola has the most amount of punch, and actually this is probably putting in too much now if I mute this. Yeah, because the cello down there is going to cover up that cool bass part. The bass is doing some like cool walkie-walkie stuff. Yeah, the cello is just taken away. So that's what it is. It's a simple viola section. If he can do it on violin, cool. But I think it's gonna be too thick on violin sounding. Maybe it has to stay fake. I don't know. That sucks. But I do think that for tomorrow we should try and sneak this section in for cello. Then the question is, like, are we missing a cello section on this part? Like, no, because the bass is doing its thing, right? If I unmute this.
I found you with outstretched arms, staring at the sky, searching for me. I heard you crying out as loud as you could scream. I watched you lose your faith, turn your back away from me, but searching for an answer will never bring you what you need. You've got to commit your life to spread the news, give up your selfish pursuits, fulfill the void with dedication unto me. Surrender your soul, your pain will dissolve, don't let the doubt grip into your heart.
So during this chorus section, we have two things happening at the same time. We've got a grand piano and we've got a flute. Let's listen to those, because should that be a violin instead? Well, it's not a flute, it's mellotron flute. I forgot that I have piano strings on. Maybe that just has to be left like it is. Out of curiosity, the rest of this has nothing going on, right? There's no... I think the only place that would make sense is like the second half of the chorus. But I think this needs to be vocals. I think it'd be cool to have the. What would you do there, strings wise? I'd have to write like some runs and stuff. If I'd had some runs and stuff, but okay. I think the thing to think about that I need to figure out, and I'm gonna come back to this later, is for Emanuel tomorrow specifically. Do I need to have him record a cello part for this? I think so. So that's unfortunate. So I'm going to leave this project file open. And then, because Jean-Philippe is in 2 days, he's on the 8th, which I believe is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. So I've got some time to build the Jean-Philippe stuff, whatever. But yeah, man, I wish I would have had Nikos for this one. But I don't have Nikos again until the 21st, which sucks. But then again, Emmanuel's availability was pretty open, so maybe that's the thing. Maybe as soon as Emmanuel's thing is done tomorrow, because this is like 5:35 a.m. we're doing this, which I kind of forgot that it's 5:35 we're doing this. I'm glad I got these done now. As soon as we're done tomorrow, hopefully, if his availability is still open, let's see if I can do a Emmanuel, book a session. What's his next availability? The 9th. So we've got some morning sessions the 9th. I could get him again, and that's after Jean-Philippe. So I could have Jean-Philippe do his stuff first, and then I could have, hopefully, if I can get him on the 9th, if those last 3 slots don't get booked up by tomorrow morning. So that will be the thing to look at. If not, he's got some stuff opening Friday, but then again, and then Monday again, it looks like. So hopefully we can get that Thursday. Fingers crossed. Okay, so as soon as the session's done, I need to try and book him again for that Thursday. So, all right. I think that this has been enough for me for now. I think we had enough done today, at least on the Musiversal stuff. Hopefully I'm coming back to that other song we were working on yesterday, doing some more vocal recording. I was listening to the vocals on that yesterday, and gosh, they are horrendous. Or at least I feel they're horrendous. The idea is there, and that's what counts. The performance was not great. I haven't sang or recorded vocals in a while. I haven't been singing in a while, to be honest. I feel like my voice was decently warmed up. I just was not hitting my pitches. It might be a mixing issue. I'm not 100% sure. And it might be just that's the first time I've recorded with that the Les Paul back here with those P90s. And so it's my first experience with P90s. And there might be something about the P90s kind of being in the way with the same spot as the vocals. And so I'm mixing stuff too hot vocally. But I have a technique I want to try where I'm going to do double miking. I have a second mic further away. That's kind of just, it's a natural slap back in the room. That I kind of want to see if I can add. I did that on Alpha Oblivion, and my voice, I liked the space that it created, and I felt like I couldn't you can replicate it, in the software, obviously, but I don't know, there was something about the quality of it actually doing it. It seems like it fit better, but it might have been I also think I was over-singing. My mom was on that thing, and she was pushing me quite a bit, and I was doing it too, and I'm trying to push my voice more and more, but I tell you what, man, every time I push my voice to try and do something a little more edgy, a little more powerful, or whatever, I feel like I oversing, and every time I oversing, it sounds like I'm straining, and then the strain doesn't sound powerful. And that's, I feel like, what I was kind of hearing yesterday. I was somewhere between that and, like, good. So I kind of want to try it again and calm down a little bit. My first album, it was the first time I really heard myself singing where I was like, oh, this actually sounds good. And I was not over-singing at all. If anything, it was very simple, much more simple than you would think. And all the stuff that I like is the singing is just very normal. So I don't think I need to be over-singing. So that's maybe, but hopefully, maybe there's probably somewhere, some in between there that I need to find. But that's enough for me. I'm excited about this. It's nice to finally hear the actual song in its full context, actually getting to hear today's the first day I've actually mixed those things together, and it's cool to finally get to hear that. I'll end with that full reference opening again one more time so we can hear it one more time as I get out of here. But thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure. My name's Jack. This is Grand Kitten Show. Thank you so much.